Alright guys, so this is a demo of basically how you should be updating your NexLink ECU interface. So right now I've got it in demo mode. I've got just basically power going to it. That's how I run it here on my test bench. And it's basically running some dummy data through it, just like I usually do on my demos, so I can show the functionality. Now, before we get started, there's two different things that need updating. First off is the NexLink ECU Pro. So let me shut all this stuff off, which is the external box. So I'm going to disconnect everything here, like so. Move this stuff out of the way since I've killed power. This right here, this is the brain of the whole operation. So this is what you're going to connect to wirelessly. It has its own software, also I refer to it as firmware, and I'm going to use it interchangeably when I speak about doing updates to firmware software. So when I say that, let's just say it's the same thing, for our demo purposes. So whatever you connect wirelessly, you're going to update the software on this via a browser. And the display itself, the layouts, you're going to insert a micro SD card in the micro SD card slot with the brass contacts facing up. So, okay, so as I was saying earlier, and these videos are going to be stitched together, so hopefully there's a smooth transition. In order to enable wireless updating, do what I previously stated, and then go into the configuration screen. And in order to enable wireless updating, you have to press web server right here. It'll turn green and it'll change from off to on. Now, once this happens, don't touch anything else on the screen. Don't hit cancel or save or start messing around with anything else. Just finish one task at a time, and let's do the update. So now what's happened basically is the NexLink Pro ECU interface, it's listening for you to connect to it. And that is the external module that we have here. And now I'm going to cut to the actual connection process and do the update. Okay, so basically once you've enabled the web server, you're going to go into your settings and your wireless configuration and find EFI dash. You're going to go ahead and click on it and click on connect. We're using Windows here. It's going to ask you for the network security key, which is basically the password to connect to it. And according to my documentation, it is called EFI-pass. So let's take a look. And everybody's going to have the same one. Once you type that in, you hit next, and it's going to connect to the NexLink Pro ECU interface. So while it's doing that, I'm going to open the browser. Let's see, are we connected? It's going to say no internet, which is fine because we're not providing internet. We just want to make sure it's connected. And let us go over here. Hopefully this comes out right. I apologize if it doesn't. And what we're going to do is, this is like a super low budget training video. We're going to type in HTTP 10.0.1.1. This is the same stuff I have on my website, and it's going to connect. And it's going to say this right here on your screen. Okay, now we're going to log in, same credentials like on my website, NexGenEFI, and the password is NexGenEFI update. We're going to hit login. Wow, this is like super low budget. Jeez. Now what you're going to want to do, what you're going to want to make sure is that you've downloaded the update that I've given you. And it's going to be a zip file, right? So you're going to have to decompress it and all that fun stuff. And you're going to find one file in there, and it's going to be called firmware.bin. So you're going to come over here, click on choose file. And wherever you saved it to, you're going to have to go get it. Here it is. I'm going to click on open, so it's got the firmware file. Once you click update, you're going to see a progress bar go all the way to 100%. Now, for this demo, I've updated the software version to 1.0.7, just so we can make sure that it works. So let's go ahead and click update. And once it's done, it's going to reset the NexLink Pro and the digital dash. Let's go switch over to that to make sure that happens. I'm at 50, 60, okay, come on, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so this is going to reset, and I'm going to show you where you can double check to make sure that the version you downloaded is shown here. So it's reset. So theoretically, you go here, bottom right corner, 107. And Mega Squirt firmware. So, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to do. It automatically disables the web server and resets back to factory. Well, it resets back to your original settings, and you continue on your merry day cruising your car around with the NexGenEFI digital dash.